Today we're going to talk about the language of motion design. What is it? What are its powers? After this, we're going to dive into complex load theory. Look at how motion design can help us make complex ideas simple. Motion design. It's rather tricky to define. While it's broadly considered a visual medium, it's perhaps more comparable to music than other static visual mediums like photography or illustration. In music, there's a rhythm that helps take the audience on a journey through time, communicating ideas and invoking emotions along the way. When we apply the dimension of time to visual design, we see a complete transformation of the medium. Photography becomes cinematography. Illustration becomes animation. The realm of motion, the tools of the trade. If motion were words, then perhaps the role of the motion designer would be to tell stories with this engaging form of language. In today's complex world of information, motion design has the power to communicate multi-layered ideas in simple and digestible ways. So while motion design is a powerful communication tool, motion designers need to be conscious not to pile on too much information at once. In the article, Discover the Language of Motion Design, Justin Cohen mentions an idea, cognitive load theory. The theory states there's a limit to just how much information we can take in at a given time. The rest, as motion designers, particularly when the topic is information heavy, we need to be careful about what we say and how we say it. One motion designer who is fluent in the language of motion is Jonathan Jarvis. Jarvis is able to take complex ideas and rearrange them into rhythmic narratives that are easily understood. He then employs the power of motion visuals to take some of the heavy lifting off the narrative. One great example of this is Water Changes Everything in collaboration with Charity Water. It's a very complex, interconnected topic, but he rearranges it into a logical and sequential narrative. Let's break it down for just a moment. He starts by introducing the topic, followed by the identification of the problem, describes the impacts, proposes a solution and how it works, shares what the viewer can do about it, and a nice linkage back to the opening scene to provide a sense of completion to this experiential journey. There's a lot of facts and explanations in the video, but no overload, because Jarvis relies on the power of motion visuals to do some of the heavy lifting, easing the pressure off the voiceover. Let's explore a couple of ways that he achieves this. 4. The animation style is bold and simple. There is no extra detail to take the viewer away from the core ideas of the narrative. He's more interested in the relationship between the characters than making them the star of the show. The viewer doesn't have to work hard to identify what they are watching. Color. Early on, we see clear color coding. We then have these visual clues to navigate through the rest of the video. Motion design is a highly persuasive language with the power of making the complex simple. The best motion designers are storytellers, arranging color, form, movement, composition, sound, and the interaction between all of these components to try and communicate ideas and feelings. When the scope of possibilities is so vast, the question comes down to, what am I trying to say? And how can I use